stopping a run, had trouble getting off the field, and then we sustained the first drive, the second drive of the game for a touchdown. But then we couldn't sustain a couple drives there, and it was, our defense couldn't get off the field. So we got down, and then we got, the first drive of the second half was a big one because they took it down and scored, and that, we dug a hole there. We did come back at the end, but it was too little too late. There's a lot to build on, but it's not, obviously not where you want to be, but there's definitely things to build on, and we got to improve very quickly this week.
John McClain.
Bill, Watson was under a lot of pressure tonight. Could you talk about the way he played, and also it didn't look like he had a whole lot of time most of the time?
Yeah, we had trouble with Frank Clark. We had trouble with some of their games up front. We have to really fix that very quickly here. I thought Deshaun played well. He played hard. He played tough. He kept fighting, and he got us back in the game there at the end. Like I said earlier, it was a little bit, it was too late. But, there's a lot of things to fix. It's one game, and we have to improve very quickly. But it is just one game, and so we have to get back here, and players will be off a little bit this weekend. But we got to get back to work very soon and fix these things.
Christy Regan.
Bill, what did you think about David Johnson and his debut with the team?
I thought, just from the sideline without watching the tape, I thought he played well. He ran hard. He's a good player. He's a very good player, and he did a lot of things well, a lot of things we can build on. He ran the ball. He caught passes out of the backfield, and thought he did a lot of things well. So there's a lot to build on there.
Aaron Reese.
Bill, you punted at near midfield twice in this game, and obviously Kansas City's really good offense. What made you feel like that was kind of the right move the two times you did that?
I think one of them was 4th and 10, and the other one was, if I'm correct, was more than 4th. And it was the other one. I think they were both long yardage 4th downs. So if we got a little bit more, we were definitely going for it on 4th down 2 or 3 times tonight, but we just didn't get enough. And 4th and 9, 4th and 10. We just felt like that was the best decision.
Brandon Scott.
Hey, Bill, how big was that swing at the end of the quarter, or at the end of the half, with you guys not getting that field goal and then them getting it? And then, of course, like you said, you guys weren't able to get that stop in the first, to start the second half. Yeah,
it was a big drive. We moved the ball pretty well on that drive, but then we stalled there and didn't, weren't able to get enough on the kick for the field goal, and then they were able to take it down and score a field goal. So it was tough. It was just one of those things that it just didn't play out very well for us, and we have to do a better job there. But the first drive of the second half was tough. We've got to do a better job of coming out of the locker room and stopping them there, because that was a big drive in the game.
John McClain.
I think you're muted, John.
John McClain.
He pulled out of the Zoom. He said he's done.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Bill, with Brandon Cooks, it looked like he was able to hold up. Were you guys ever concerned at some point that maybe he'd be limited, or that he might not be able to go for this game? And do you have an update on Duke Johnson, who didn't finish the game? Thank you.
I felt like Brandon was going to be able to go. He worked hard the last couple days to be ready to go. So we felt good about him being ready to go. And then Duke, I'm not sure yet on Duke. He wasn't able to return to the game. I'm not sure exactly what that is. I'll know more when I see you guys again.
2 more. Brian Smith.
Bill, pregame, while the anthem was being played, your team remained in the locker room, and then you came to midfield and united with the Chiefs. Could you just go into that whole process? I know it had been discussed a lot, and to, kind of a follow-up on that, there was a report that one of the reasons you guys remained in the locker room during the anthem was because you couldn't agree on what you wanted to do. I was just wondering if you wanted to discuss that as well.
No, I don't think that was the case. We met as a team. We met as a leadership group of about 20 players. We met 3 or 4 times. And without getting into the details of those meetings, the players decided that, they wanted to make sure that people understood. And you can ask the players and they'll articulate it better than me, but it's really not about the flag. It's about making sure that, that people understand that Black lives do matter and that there is a systemic racism problem in this country. And so that's what our players decided to do as a team. That was something that we spoke about twice. And as a team, they decided to do it. It wasn't anything where guys couldn't agree or anything like that. I think what I would say is, Brian, that guys wanted to be very respectful of each other. Guys wanted to make sure that they respected each other's opinions. I think this was not a good night relative to the game, obviously, but feel very good about this team and our ability to come together. And we got to improve very quickly. We got a Ravens team coming in here, but this team is very together. I believe that the players would tell you that, and that's what they chose to do. So
Last question for Christy.
Bill, to kind of build on that, was it disappointing to hear their fans booing during that moment of unity?
I didn't really, Christy, I'll be honest with you, I didn't really hear that. That was so making sure that the players, came together at midfield, because that was really what the players decided to do. The Chiefs players and the Texans players, led by Deshaun and Patrick. That's what they decided to do. Coach Reed and I spoke once, and I figured that that's what we were going to do, but that was more of a player's decision. I didn't really hear the booing. I mean, I didn't notice that. I thought that was a nice thing to do. So, I mean, I'm not sure why they would boo that. Maybe they were just booing us because we had just come on the field as the visiting team. But yeah, I thought that was a nice gesture.
Thanks, Coach.